Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Where we at? Where we at? Y'all already know what time it is. Oh man, I'm phone. What's good, people? Let me go live. Yeah, man, I got something nice for y'all tonight. You understand? What's up? Colorado checking in. Y'all know how we do it, man. Once we get 100 people on here, we finna go in. And yeah, man, I'm in the studio. I'm working, but I definitely had to get this live together. Oh man, we got over 200 people on here already. Ain't been 30 seconds. I got somebody very, 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 very special to speak to y'all tonight. And like I be telling y'all, the reason why I beat this credit thing in y'all head is because, like I tell you, man, either you gonna hit the lottery, you gonna work your ass off and save up money. Somebody gonna die and leave some money, or you gonna get your credit fixed and use the bank money, man. We don't do wishful thinking around here. That's what you call wishful thinking. We grown. Grown men and women don't do wishful thinking. That's I wouldn't tell you to have your family rely on wishful thinking. Use the bank money, man. So I got somebody very special for y'all. Like I said, once we got over 100, which we got well over 100 people on here, take your pens and your pads out. I have somebody very special that's gonna come talk to y'all. And like I said, I'm in the studio. Y'all see me, I'm working, so I had to stop what I'm doing to make this happen. And y'all know this is very special to me. So I'm gonna bring her on right now, have her to speak with y'all, okay? And trust me, this is a pleasure. This is VP of Sales, okay? Michelle, understand me? And I'm telling y'all want to get your pad and your pen out because I'm gonna bring her on, and y'all need to take notes, okay?
Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey!
what's happening? What's going on?
Everything is going on. We're just having an amazing Tuesday here. Been hanging out with the kids and grinding it out all at the same time. So it's been awesome. It's
Fact.
been blessed.
Definitely, definitely. You already know, man. This is VP of Sales, Michelle. And listen, man, we're gonna get right to it. And again, man, I don't care what nobody tell y'all, man. Use credit. Don't cash, no debit, no credit. Trust me when I tell you, all right? Now, this is what I don't do. We're gonna jump right into it, man. Michelle, check this out. How
Yes, sir.
long has you been in the industry?
Oh, you know what? I have actually been in the industry for a little bit over 10 years now.
Right.
Yep,
10 years. That's a long time. That's definitely a long time.
it is.
Um, Also, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. As far as results go, what type of results have you seen in dealing with what we talking about credit?
You know what? I've seen an amazing amount of results, not just for myself personally. I will tell you, when I got into credit repair, I have no idea what credit was. I just knew I got approved for credit cards. I swiped them, I used them, and then when they were maxed out, we figured it out later. That's kind of how we've always been taught, you know. Um, until I got a little bit older and I figured I needed to get into homes, and there was this car I really wanted at the time. It was I wanted to get into a Mercedes, right? It was my dream car, and I worked up to making a nice six-figure income.
Mm,
And lesson learned for me: when I wanted to go buy the vehicle, even though I made the good income, I could not purchase the vehicle, and that to me was like, wait a second. I thought if you made good money, you could buy whatever you wanted, right? And that definitely wasn't the case. So I had to wanted to go buy a new vehicle myself, and because I was like in the 500s, I mean, which
right,
in the 500s, you might as well have no money, right? Because you're going to give it all to the finance officers, you're going to give it all to the bank.
right,
And that's the biggest way I learned is rich people, wealthy people keep money and they use other people's money, right? And that's when I learned that credit was probably the best currency.
right.
We taught forex, all this stuff. Yes, it's great currency, but guess what? Here, credit is the real currency. So I remember I got rejected. They're all, Miss Wilson, you got a 500 credit score. So unless you want to put, $40,000 down on this
Right,
$80,000 car, you're going to have about a $1,200 payment because your credit was so bad. So I don't want to live for my car. So that was a huge life lesson for me.
right,
Got introduced to it. I had some amazing people who taught me about credit, great mentors, and I was able to actually not only buy my vehicle, I was able to buy two vehicles for the price of the payment I was going to be making. I was able to buy myself a Mercedes and, a nice little other, car on the side. And I was
right,
spending, I think, $900 a month for both vehicles. My
right.
interest rate went from a 25% interest rate down to a 3% interest rate for each vehicle.
Woo!
So,
Big jump.
I mean, once I figured out what credit was, how to use it, how to leverage it, and that it was actually worth more than money that I was working for hard for, that was an eye opener. So I had to tell everybody about it after that.
Facts. And this is why I shove this down y'all throats. Like at the end of the day, regardless of how we feel, like I tell people, get out your feelings. This is just the way it is. This is the
It
way the
is
system is, and it's a way to get around this. And I'm telling you, man, a lot of people, and the key thing you said, leverage. Once you learn how to leverage credit, I promise you, you can maneuver through this whole thing and navigate through this whole financial world with ease. Because like I tell y'all all the time, like she just said, rich people use other people's money. So what did that tell you? You have to learn this, and it's not hard. You know what I'm saying? Anybody
absolutely
that's a small family trying to start out, like I'll tell you, man, don't do it like most of us did. We did not know no better. Trust me, and that's why a lot of us in the situation we're in, we're trying to prevent that from happening, and we're trying to help those who may have had a family for years and years to get on the right track. But
exactly
yeah, learning how to
exactly.
leverage credit. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Um, Let me see what else I got to ask you because I got to say, man, I appreciate you even talking to the family, man. Because I be trying to get us all the information we can get just so people can understand, man. The number,
absolutely.
yeah, the numbers on the bottom of this live. Somebody asked what the number at. You'll see
You
it on the
know,
bottom of this live.
one of my
Yeah,
mentors actually told me, and I don't know if this is, don't quote me on this, but I don't know if it was a quote from Warren Buffett, but I think it might have been. But if I'm wrong, please look it up. But look up this quote, and it was, wealthy people leverage credit because credit actually gives you something back. No different than like if you're, on a vending machine and you're getting credits back, right? You're getting money back. And they always said leverage a credit card because it gives you credit and it gives you credibility as opposed to using a debit card. You use a debit card, the main word in that phrase is debt. So debit card's only going to allow to put you just in further and further debt because you're making zero money on your money. And so the credit card is, just that right there. A lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to credit cards, and it's because we are not educated how to leverage them. And so now I honestly don't even use a debit card for anything really unless I absolutely have to, unless the company does not take a credit card. I do not use a debit card anymore. I use a credit card for every single thing that I have to buy now.
that's facts. And another thing too, debit cards has they don't have as much protection as credit cards. Like on somebody
Correct.
with your debit card, they get your money. It's always that's it. And
Exactly.
like you say, you have to understand that when you use money, you get nothing from it. When you use debit, you get nothing from it. Use credit, man. It's a no brainer. Like I tell people, and I hear this. I hear people say this. I hear people say, "Well, I just want to buy it right out. I want to buy it with cash. I don't want to have to owe nobody." That's silly thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you bought something for 50,000, it don't matter if you spent the bank's money or your money. It's still gonna be 50,000. But the difference is when you spend their money, it doesn't tie up your money. Think
Exactly.
about it. Today, just today, right? We went and looked at a food truck. Came out to 58,000. Okay, you can use credit swipe, 58 grand. Now, that truck, which is one of my partners, Classic Weekend, this weekend just passed, did over 20 grand on his food truck.
Wow.
20,000 in one weekend. This is the classic weekend Orlando. Now, think about this. You spent 60 grand or 58 grand, whatever, right? Let's say your payment is $700-800 a month. You can make this money in a month on that food truck times 50. So it's nothing to pay back that little $700-800. Keep the rest, and this is how you one way how you leverage credit.
Yep.
Same thing you do for a car. You know, the only difference is a car is not going to put money back in your pocket.
Oh no.
That's a liability. You see what I'm saying? Asset. So she's 100% right. And I try to tell people, get this in your head, implement this in your game plan. People who do real estate and people who do big business, credit is tied into their business. Don't let them fool you.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's how businesses are started. That's why business credit is so important. You know, a lot of people say, "Hey, I want to go ahead and start my own business," and it's great, get business credit, but people don't realize that they actually are going to look at your personal credit before they even look at business credit. And you know, I like to look at it from this viewpoint because a lot of people, they're like myself. I didn't understand the jargon of credit and the bureaus and business credit and Duns and Bradstreet and whatnot. So somebody said, "Can you break it down to me in the most lamest terms possible?" So I said, "Look, basically what credit is just checking your credibility. Let me ask you this. If I said, you know what, can I borrow $20 and I pay that person back on time, somebody else is going to want to let me borrow $20. But
Right.
if I can send you, I borrow 50 and then I borrow 100, then I put 1,000, I borrow this, and I can't pay everybody back on time, if at all, think about yourself. Are you going to want to borrow that person money who's already got a track record that shows that they don't pay nothing back? They don't know how to use any of the money. They're putting investing in the wrong things, so on and so forth. That's exactly how, unfortunately, the credit bureaus and the finance companies are looking at you. So if you already got a bad track record and you're not also that person who's not even going to fix that bad track record, which
Right.
is what credit repair is all about, then you're not going to be able to look credible enough to a bank to want to run a business and provide jobs for other people, provide services for other people. So it's
Right.
great that we're not uneducated. We're getting educated. So nobody got an excuse after this podcast here today.
Right.
Everybody's educated. But, it is. You got to leverage. You got to be able to learn how to use credit correctly. You got to learn how to actually build up your credibility so you can be able to go and leverage even more money from other people and other businesses to help you make more money. This is why one of my clients had horrible credit. He now has an 800 credit score and is actually leverages credit to buy homes now. 0% interest rate on any car he wants. He gets a car every 2 years because he wants to, right? But he's not wasting money on 0% interest rate, low monthly payments, flips houses to make extra income. He's retired, lives off of the money, and then when he wants to get a house, buys it, flips it, and goes from there because he would learn how to leverage credit because he's built enough credibility up. So that's one huge thing, guys. If you're looking to open your own business, you gotta have good personal credit first.
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, but it's got to be good. It's got to actually show that you're actually working on it.
Mhm.
And then when you go and open your business, you're going to be able to get. I'm going to drop a couple nuggets here, but
Yeah.
you guys don't know about the DNB. You got to get your Duns and Bradstreet. You got to get
Yeah.
enrolled with the Secretary of State. All these different things we're going to be able to help you with. So I don't know if anybody's on here that want to start their own business, but I actually just started my own business not too long ago. I'm actually a publisher. I actually just opened my own publishing company, and there was a lot of loopholes I had to go through to do that. So first thing was fixing my own personal credit.
Right. Definitely. And like I say, the numbers on the bottom of this live, man, y'all screenshot it, man, send it to your husband, your wife, significant other. But it is really important. And the reason why I say this, I'm going to say this and it's going to sound harsh, but it's reality. You have to understand that all you need is an opportunity, right? For it's like an option or a way to start an empire or a business. Because think about it. No one, and I tell my kids this, no one owes you nothing. No one is going to knock on your door and just give you $1 million. No one is just going to knock on your door and say, hey, I want to help you. This is for people who want to get up off their own butt, right? and be responsible for their own family, be responsible for their own situation. Because the harsh reality of this is no one's going to give us nothing. Okay. You can
Right.
easily leverage credit, man. You can leverage it. Them people got millions of dollars. Trust me, man. Use their money. Okay. I say this all the time. If I knew then what I know now, trust me, I probably wouldn't be on this live talking to y'all. Cause we wasn't taught. We was playing hide and go seek while other people was playing Monopoly, cash flow. They was preparing themselves and their kids for the future or for finances. And it's real simple, man. It's like just like she just said, once you get your personal credit right and then you start building, listen, when you ready to move in and start a business, because a business is for those who don't want to just like I say nothing wrong with working. But working for 40 years, 50 years for somebody you'll never meet, I got a problem with that. Do what you gotta do until you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But definitely get credit in the equation, get you whatever business you're trying to start, you know what I'm saying? And just educate yourself on this. And the main thing is this: when you building your system or your circle, deal with people that do this every day. It's okay to do things on your own, but I'm telling you, laws change all the time. And if you're not up on this, we've seen a lot of people that try and go in and do certain things and screw up. Deal with people that do this every day. You know what I'm saying? It's a small fee. Like I say, man, we've seen people come in for a little or nothing and we knock thousands of dollars of debt off of their credit, bro, off their credit report. You can't beat that. And now you're in a position to go in and change your situation. You see what I'm saying? So it's really a no-brainer.
Absolutely. Huge weight off people's shoulders. I mean, I think the most I've ever seen for one client is we took off over $300,000 worth of debt and got rid of it. I mean, he had foreclosures, and
Mhm.
whatnot on his reports. And luckily, because of his situation, obviously everybody's situation is completely different, right? But with his
Right,
situation, he was in the right situation for us to go in and help him take off these items on him for him. And it was a huge weight off his shoulder. I mean, $300,000 of debt. He went from a 480 to a 750,
mhm,
and he never owned a brand new car. He was literally off the street, on the side market, a friend, whatever, a house, same thing. It's through networking is how he got these things. And it was a breath of fresh air for him to finally get something, that was his brand new, first time driving it, his name on the actual, paperwork, as opposed to kind of like a hand me down. He
right,
kind of tired of learning that, living that lifestyle. So if the car always works, so it was a breath of fresh air for that client. So
right.
it's awesome feeling to see that, and I can't wait to help more and more people like that.
Definitely, definitely. And it's I hear people, couple people asking how much it's 214 to start, and it's 14 to start, 114 a month until you get the results that you're looking for. You can opt out whenever you get ready. It's on you. But I promise you, this is an investment for you. You know what I'm saying? Talk to anyone who has changed their situation. People who have went from a 9 to 5 to now they own their own business and they doing different things and bigger things. I can guarantee you credit is in the equation. I know too many people. I've been too many places. Trust me, this is why I jump on this live and I tell y'all this. I don't care what nobody say. When you ain't got it, you by yourself. You ain't got
Absolutely.
it. Nobody ain't finna come help you. And I'm telling you, man, anybody that has any type of situation that they changed recently or worked on, they've added credit into the equation. You can believe that.
Absolutely. And because it's the holiday, we're actually cutting that price down, and we're actually getting everybody started for only 189.98 here until the end of the week. We might even extend it after at sometime a little bit next week. Not sure yet, but for sure we are going to be having that promotion. It's going to be 189.98 for this week
Right,
for Thanksgiving. Well, we will be closed on Thanksgiving, but you guys get it in now, you get it in tomorrow, get it in Friday. Let us know. We may be extending the promotions next week as well. Let's see if I can bat my eyes at the owners here and see if we can go and extend that out for some people if we get enough people interested in that. But for
Right.
this week, right now, we are offering that discount.
Definitely. Like I say, man, I want to bring y'all that she's the VP of sales. We also have other people that's under this umbrella that have came together. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole dispute team. We got a whole team, you know what I mean, that's dedicated to help people with their credit. And I told y'all from day one, I joined and they helped me. And then I put my mama in, then she put her friends in, and that's what made me get and say, man, let me get behind this company and let me get in here. Cause boy, we done changed a lot of people's situation. Cause like I say, at the end of the day, man, when you go in there and your credit ain't right or your paperwork ain't right, and they're gonna take advantage of you. So it's really on you. Like I say, nobody's gonna give you nothing. Nobody ain't forcing you to do nothing. But you have been informed. Like I'm telling you. And like I say, man, if you learn this the right way, understand it, you can go to flipping houses. You can get you a car lot, sell cars. You got people with transportation businesses, people with laundromats. It's so many businesses you can get into. And imagine if you and your significant other was to do the same thing and y'all combine.
Oh wow.
Come
Yep.
on. Come
That
on now.
that is gold right there. That is gold right there. When you guys do, couples getting together and both getting your credit repaired on there, the things you can do. Let's say two or more gathered, right? Amazing things happen. So
Right.
definitely get on the same page with that. And get it taken care of. Family, same thing. I did the same thing. I got my families on board. They're so educated with credit now, which is why multiple of them are actually able to open businesses and start making some extra income. So it definitely has helped. You guys heard of Turo, right? You know how many people are
Yeah.
leveraging credit right now? I was one of them. I put my car on Turo, bought a nice, brand new Tesla. I have not made a car payment once out of my own bank account from that. I
Bingo.
leveraged credit to buy my car for me, right? I did make an initial investment, to obviously get my car, but as opposed to dropping maybe, 20, $40,000 on it, I was able to get my car for only $5,000 down at a 2% interest rate, and I probably make anywhere $3,000 to $5,000 a month just from people renting out my cars. You can imagine. I mean, I probably have almost the year already paid for my car payment, and it never comes out of my account. So Turo's paying it for me
Boom.
because I leverage credit to get me into that vehicle. So you guys want a side business, and I can drive a Tesla whenever I want to, and I'm not paying for it. So that's
Uh, yeah,
that's pretty fun.
that's the key. And the thing about it, you could take that same process and duplicate it. That's
Absolutely.
it. These are the steps to getting in a better financial situation. And you could do this with Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? I got Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, this is the way to go. You know what I mean? But like I say, work your job, man, until you can do what you want to do. But have your game plan. And it's simple. Use the bank's money. Cause like I tell y'all, either you're gonna hit the lottery, either you're gonna work and save up 50, 60,000, which most people don't even make that in a year. Somebody
Nope.
gonna die and leave you some money, which I hope that don't happen. Or you could just, man, fix your credit, use the bank's money, man. Trust me when I tell y'all, man. So I ain't want to hold you on here long.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I
Absolutely.
appreciate you. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on here talking to the family. Cause like I say, man, I be just trying to put this game out to them. And for those who get it, man. The information is on the bottom of this live. You know what I'm saying? You can call today, you can start today. And also, man, I just want to say I appreciate you for taking your time out, coming on here, talking to my
Absolutely.
people. And yeah, man, we definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure being on here. And if you guys are even thinking about what's the time frame in it to get this done, trust me, it's a lot shorter of a time than it took you to actually build the negative credit that it is going to be to fix it. So I'll leave you that with that little nugget right there. And
Right.
I thank you so much for bringing me on. I hope you guys got some good nuggets here today. I hope to be seeing you guys here soon. And again, thank you, Papa Seth, for having me on.
All right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Good night.
All right. There you have it, man. You know what I'm saying? She is the VP of sales a real credit deal. Like I said, we have a whole umbrella of people from the dispute team, people that does different things that's under the umbrella so that you know this ain't no joke. And like I say, man, hopefully y'all take the information and run with it. I'm not on here trying to sell nobody. I really don't have time for that. For those who, the people that we've helped or I've inspired to, to join the program, man, that have putting themselves in a position to get what it is they was trying to get, whatever that may be. If you're trying to get a house, you're trying to get an apartment, because a lot of people can't even get an apartment. They don't have the credit. I told y'all, certain jobs are even checking for credit. Like this ain't nothing I made up. You feel me? I'm just here doing my part. So fix your credit, bro. Like trust me when I tell you, don't go against the grain. I know a lot of people feel like they want to just pay for stuff right out. They want to pay cash for it. Once you learn this system, you'll understand why rich people don't use their own money. They use other people's money. Okay. We didn't speak about OPM, which is other people's money. Also, Michelle brought this up earlier too. We was on the phone and we had a chat. We talking about other people's money, which is OPM. Then you got OPI, which is other people's ideas, and OPT, which is other people's time. These are certain things that y'all can leverage. Okay? Leverage it. All right? And I'm telling y'all, man, don't go against the grain. So this your boy Papa Duck, man. Hopefully, man, y'all can share this video, send this to somebody who you want to, and you got to have a team member, man. You want somebody who you with, whether it's your boyfriend, whoever, be on the same page, okay? So with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. When I'm gonna check in with y'all another time, I got to get back to the studio, start doing what I'm doing. And like I say, man, hit the number on the bottom of this post screenshot, do what you got to do, man. Let's make it happen. All right. Now I done did my part. Now time for you to do yours. I'm out.